Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. How you doing today? Mike Zuber back with Anna Kelly. And if you didn't watch episode number 1, we had her eldest baby on to talk about one rental at a time. Anna, that was so much fun. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, that was so good. And thank you for all the wisdom that you dropped for him as well.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch him go through college. So it's going to be great. But what I want to talk about with you is something that I've come to realize after kind of drafting my second book and getting lots of input from other folks is I've come up with a very simple 2-step process to success. Now, this could be for real estate. It could be for health. It could be for relationships. It could be for whatever you want to do. I believe there are only 2 steps and 2 steps to success. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So number 1 is you have to figure out and do the work, right? If you want to do real estate, you got to do this. You want to lose weight, you got to do this. You want a better relationship with your significant other, you got to do this. Whatever it is, you have to figure out what it is and you have to do the work. What do you think of step 1?
Absolutely. You could almost end it there.
Yeah, well,
figure it out and do the work.
Yeah. So step 2, it's funny that you brought that up. Step 2 for me, there is no step 2.
That's true.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Keep doing the work, no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets. And then if it's hard, you figure out the next step and then you do the work again. So yes, it's brilliant. Simple and brilliant.
Yeah. It's, again, you want to lose weight, you exercise, look at your calories, you lose, like a lot of people want to lose weight. They lose 10 pounds or whatever it is. And then it like plateaus. Well, you got to do something different, right? It's not working. You just got to keep doing the work. People overcomplicate it. They want it to be some super secret 13, 17 step process. And again, life's a lot simpler than we act like sometimes. Think about what you and I've built over 20 years. We just kept doing the work and adjusted when the market adjusted.
Yes. So true. Yeah. And, knowing that over your journey, especially 20 years and on, there's always going to be something new that you need to learn to take what you're doing to the next level.
Yep.
So always being a learner that says, okay, let me figure this out. And once I figure it out, do the work, step out of your comfort zone and add something new to get you to that next level. But again, it comes back to the same thing is, am I willing to continue to learn, to figure out what I do want, what I need to do differently? And then am I willing to put in the time and do the work to make until it's successful?
Yeah. I mean, I think about professional athletes that I know. And again, right, when they started in high school, they were, here and then college, and then they go on to be professionals. They're always doing the work, right?
Yeah.
You don't become a highly paid NFL or NBA player without doing the work, right? You figure out what your craft is and you do the work.
Absolutely. So this last weekend, we were at a conference Dane told you about, and Kevin Eastman was there. He was a speaker, and he has been a NBA coach, and he's been, I think, the vice president of another big team. And he talks a lot about success, and he has a book with, the keys to success that he's learned being a, high level NBA coach. And 2 stories that he said that I just thought I'd throw in there because it's exactly to this point is he was talking about LeBron James, right? Okay. And he was like, what's the thing about LeBron James? And he spends like $1.5 million a year on his body and his nutrition, every single day. He's doing something for that. Mm-hmm. And he said, they will sit there and they're great. Like they're the greatest of all times, one of the greatest of all time players. Mm-hmm. But they will learn how just when they take a stance and they pivot, how pivoting an inch or 2 less or more to either direction from the way that they're used to shooting the ball can make them exponentially better. And they will work for hours and hours and days on 2 inches. Yes. And how that 2 inches, if they practice and they do the work and they get that down, becomes so ingrained in their body that when it's time to take that shot that we all think that's a miraculous shot, they've actually done the work. They knew they needed to work on it, and they've done the work repetitiously over and over and over again to where it looks like it's effortless, but it took a lot of serious work on the little things, to continue to grow and continue to get better. And that made me go, wow, it's so true. We don't see that. We just think they're super talented.
Yeah, they roll out of bed.
Sure, they practice, but they're just good. And they just keep getting better. Yeah. But they're spending, they're working a full-time job preparing their body and their muscles and and their mind to get incrementally better, and that commitment to getting better and then practicing until it becomes, a natural is really a powerful thing for us to learn. That seems so, simple, but it really is profound. Like you said, know what you need to do differently, and then do the work until it becomes second nature and easy for you to do.
Yeah. And that's exactly, without knowing it, what I put into my course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. It's like, okay, here's the work. Define your buy box, look at it every day. And it's the people that kind of get it, they start understanding average, right? But a lot of people are like, Zuber, it's been 4 days. It's like repetitive. Give me something else to do. I'm like, dude, you are 90 days away from knowing anything. What the hell are you complaining about after 4 days?
Right. So important. Yeah. And I love the simplicity of that too. That's one of the things that I'm a woman and we speak in more words than men do, generally speaking. Right. And guys are like straight and to the point, very logical. And we, wax, eloquently and speak. And, sometimes it's like, okay, I'm trying to explain with these stories, like, okay, there's this and this and this and this. And when it boils down to, people remember stories, but they need something that's short and simple that they can remember exactly what that is, right? Like you said today, and okay, make mistakes, that's fine, but don't ever make a mistake without learning from it and then not repeating it again. And so it's like when you have those words of wisdom, make it simple so people remember and let them know that really is the key to success. If you're committed to learning and growing and doing the work until it happens, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're going to be much more successful than the people that get impatient and go, this didn't work after 4 days and quit and go to look for something different.
Yeah. Again, if you're going to be that person, I would tell you to save your $300. Don't even bother.
Yeah.
I can show you the path to being a better real estate investor. I can help you learn average in your market. But it's going to take everybody 90 days, every day, 90 days. Sorry.
Right.
If you're willing to do that and repeat it and get excited by here's the difference in me. And I don't know, I was born with this. My mom called me the other day because she watches these videos, which is kind of cool. Hi, Mom. But she's like, did you have that naturally or did something we do? I call it the hammer, right? I just get excited. I'm excited to look at Fresno today. And I've done it for now 21 years, right? I'm always excited. The deal's out there. She's like, did you I think I just had it. I'm just like, I don't know what else to do, right? I don't look at 21 years in a row of repetition. I look at it as 20 years in a row trying to find a great deal.
Right.
And now I have experience, right? Over 21 years, I've probably found 17, 18 deals of the decade. I'm like, I want to go find another one of those.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So good. So important.
People, yeah, it's not, don't look at it as drudgery or repetition. It's LeBron James in your example, teaching his body. No, I got to go an extra half inch. If I go an extra half inch, the angle to the rim is different. I can take my normal jump shot. Nobody can, whatever it is, right? I'm just making stuff up, but yeah, do the work and enjoy the process. Without knowing it, you are learning something every day.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And I still learn something every day, truly. I mean, you go into a new deal and it has some challenge you've never seen before. And it's like, oh my goodness, I got to go study everything that I can so I can make a wise decision on the next step that I take. And getting comfortable with not having all the answers and going to figure it out and being a problem solver, I would say is part of that too, right? Because that gaining wisdom and gaining knowledge, it's usually something we don't know. And initially we're going to kind of go, that seems too hard. That seems too complicated, right? So if we're committed to every new hurdle, every new thing, every new challenge, do the work to figure out how do I overcome this? And then once you figure out how, try it and continue to do the work until you've pushed through the hurdle. So I think if I said anything, it still comes down to those two things, but it's that grit and creativity to continue to learn, how can I get over something that I don't know? Mm-hmm. And then take a step of faith to actually try it and see that, wow, I got through this. And then learn the next thing and learn the next thing and then commit to that for sure.
Folks, that are my 2 steps to success. Step 1, do the work. Step 2, there is no step 2. So Anna, how can people follow you, be part of your world?
Thank you so much. So every Wednesday here on One Rental at a Time, on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram at Anna REI Mom Kelly. And if you are an investor looking to invest passively in apartment syndications where we really make a meaningful impact in the lives of our investors, you can follow me and sign up at greaterpurposecapital.com.
Very cool, Anna. Thank you very much. I look forward to topic number 3.
Thank you.